Hey guys, so Mabel is with us this week.
She's putting her shoes on all by herself.
This week's topic is extended from last week's topic, and we're going to talk to you about how our 2-week wait was and what happened with like our gender reveal. How did that happen? So 2-week wait. We were so like, it's probably not going to happen again. We never went through that, because we just got so like, it's not going to happen again. She's really trying hard to put her shoes on.
She's really putting these shoes on.
So we didn't necessarily have the long, like, how many days has it been? Has it been a week? Oh, we have another week. It was just like, I remember it was like a week. It was a week-ish after we inseminated, and I felt like around on my boob because it felt a little, not tender, but just strange. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I don't know, you all that have boobs out there, feel your boob, and the breast tissue underneath it is almost like a flat donut, a hard flat donut, the tissue around there. Mm-hmm. And it was harder. And I was just like, that's so weird. And I remember telling her, what if I'm pregnant? And then you were like, ha 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 ha. And then, so there's like a little test that you can buy that says, no, 6 days earlier before you are supposed to know. And we took that test and it came out negative.
Right.
And then we were like, okay, what if it's early? That's fine. And we were like, it's probably not. And so I think like 2 days later or 3 days or something, we took it again and it still showed up negative.
Showed negative, yeah.
So we were like, well,
okay. Let's start planning for next month.
Yeah, that's that. And so then my period was late a day.
1 day.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was like a full day. I was supposed to start. It was like, I woke up in the morning. I was like, wait a minute, I was supposed to start yesterday, and I didn't. And so I was just like, well,
Miss
that's
Determination
strange.
over here is like, all right, let's get this moving.
I was like, okay, let's just take a pregnancy test so I know that I'm not pregnant. So come on, body, start your period. Don't stop stressing out. So that was our 2-week wait. Mm-hmm. And in that middle of 2-week wait, another symptom was we use coconut oil as a moisturizer on our face. Mm-hmm. And that had started to really bother me. The smell smelled like butter to me. And I would literally like get sick to the smell. And I couldn't understand why. First of all, we didn't know it was the coconut oil.
No, we didn't know what it was.
I was just like, I keep smelling butter. Ugh. It's making me gross out. And then I realized I put 2 and 2. And I don't know if like my body temperature was warmer, and so it was like
coconut oil smelled like butter.
But my whole pregnancy, I couldn't stand butter. She could not make popcorn. I would want to just vomit. It was disgusting. And then so now the gender reveal. We didn't do a party or anything. No. We're not those type of people that are into the parties.
That's like type of people. We just didn't want to do a gender reveal.
Yeah, well, I mean, that we're that type of people.
Originally, we weren't even going to find out. So.
Yeah, but there's the type of people that like the whole party things, and we are the type of people that stay home on Friday night. Girl. Yeah, it's a girl. Just thought you had to know.
Yeah. That's very true.
Yeah, I think we did some announcement on Facebook, and if I can find it, I'll put it here. So, the whole time, like, when you're, like, doing the...
Stop licking, son.
What is it called? Old wives' tale gender things or whatever. Mm-hmm. You can take those. I mean, we did... we were supposed to look up the list. We did, like, the
string test.
The string test, the...
Pencil test.
The
cabbage test.
The different things, like, are you doing having blemishes? Do you feel like you've lost your glow?
Yeah, all kinds of things. And
everything pointed to boy. Mm-hmm. And then we did the red cabbage test, and that did girl. That did girl, and we're like...
Every other test said boy.
Yeah, every other test said boy, and that did girl, and we're like, that's wrong. We know this is a boy.
How did you mess that cabbage test
up,
Chentel?
So I did it again, and it came out as boy when I did it again.
Hardcore.
But I changed the way I did it, and I think that's what had happened. I think I waited until, I don't know. It doesn't matter. 2 years, more than 2 years ago. I forget. But anyways, so we were totally like,
Unprepared.
this is a boy. We wanted a boy.
Sorry, Mabel.
We wanted a boy. Didn't want a girl. Wanted a boy,
Don't apologize to me,
100%.
baby.
Oh, she apologized. And totally, I mean, I felt it was a boy, but I kept on having dreams
About girls.
that it was a girl, which was weird. Yesterday when I was at Target, I remember the dream I had with the girl.
Really?
Yeah, and it was the situation that was yesterday at Target.
Huh.
It
Cool.
Crazy. Anyway,
Anyway,
that happens to me all the time.
I was scared to have a girl, and I was really stoked about having a boy, because I am not girly and don't understand how to be a girl on any level.
And I love little boys and their clothes and
And I don't know how to do girl. And that worried me that I would not be as bonded or close to the kiddo because I would not have a way to...
of course
Bond.
none of these.
No,
Or
but
the
that was
kid
very...
that-
It was very real fears for me at that time.
Yeah, you had a lot of strange fears.
Yeah.
I mean, you do as when you're trying to conceive or getting
Horton,
pregnant.
stop.
Blub, sorry about the background looking in the air. Horton is right here, just
Just licking the air.
like. So, anyways,
Stop licking!
we actually had a very set plan
Yeah.
all 20 weeks
Mm-hmm.
to not find out the gender until birth. That was very special to us. I wanted her. She was going to birth the baby.
I was going to catch.
And catch. And she was going to be the one to
to
tell me
Chentel what we had.
what we had. And that
What
was
did
going
all
to be
those plans go to crap or
an
what?
amazing experience. And then we got closer and closer to our 20 week, and we're like,
Fantasy
I'm
land.
so excited. I think we got so wrapped up in like the test. If you want to keep it a secret, don't test and don't think about the gender at all.
And don't Google how to tell on your sonogram.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
I'll tell
she
you that in
didn't
a
tell us.
second. No.
She told us what we were having, not the sonogram lady.
No, we walked in because we were like, that's it. I want to know. Even our doctors knew. Don't tell us because we don't want to know. We walked in, we're like, okay,
we want to know.
we want to know. And so she was trying to find it, and I was just like, I see a hamburger.
And she goes, oh, yep, that's a hamburger.
She's
You
like,
guys
where?
have-
She's like, oh, yeah, you're a girl. And I sunk because I knew so much she wanted to have a boy. And I felt like, honestly, true feelings, my body disappointed me and gave, I'm going to cry right now, and gave her a girl. And I got so emotional and so upset with myself that I did that. I'm like, of course, body, just made a girl. I was so upset.
I just went blank.
She,
All conscious thought left my head.
we both walked out of that appointment and we're like,
It was, you know, that dumbfounded, can't process a thought feeling? All my head could say was girl.
girl.
And I kept saying 100 times, what am I going to do with a girl? Chantel.
So we were like, well, I guess the first thing we do is we go to Target and buy some girl outfits because that's all we bought.
We didn't have any.
Boy or gender neutral.
Yeah.
And we're like, I guess we'd go and buy some dresses and some frilly
Well,
things.
we thought, we left the appointment and we're like, what?
We
I'm
didn't
just
know
on
what else to
autopilot.
do.
And I'm like, what do we do? And Chantel, and we hated girl clothes.
Oh, because,
so
I mean,
bad.
I'm sorry about you guys that like all the frilly stuff, but why does it have to be glitter, ruffle,
Layers
crazy?
of ruffles around the legs.
Bright colors, ruffles, and glitter. Like,
What is that?
whoa.
So we're like, what are we
So
gonna
bad.
do? So we thought, well, okay, let's go to Target.
And, let's
And like
see
I'm
what they've
driving on
got.
autopilot. Like I couldn't process.
There was
thought.
no talking. We were just
We
like,
didn't speak at all. So we go to Target. We get out of the car. We go find a couple of cute little girl things. We were very lucky that day. We walk back outside. Still lost. Couldn't find the car. Lost the car.
I mean, we had a name. And we can tell them, we're going to tell you the first name we had planned, but not the middle names because those are still special and dear to our heart.
Yep.
But we were going to name, Mabel, you were going to be Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
And if she was a boy, she would have had two middle names also, just like she does now.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to be Lincoln, and we were going to call her Link. And we were in love with our little boy.
Yep, Link.
And let me tell you, we had to grieve. I had to grieve.
Yeah, we did have to do
That little boy that I pictured in my belly.
And the
I felt like
mama's boy relationship that we had already planned for.
I felt like I lost my
little boy
baby, or I felt like I had twins and I lost one.
Yeah, that was a rough.
Yeah, don't ever do that. That was a mistake. Don't ever do any of that we did.
But then,
jeez,
for the next 20 weeks, I said, what am I going to do with a girl?
We walked outside of Target getting dressed. She knows where she's at all times. Mm-hmm. We walked outside, she goes, we couldn't find a car. She was like,
did we even park here?
Where are we?
Are we in my car or your car?
I didn't know.
I'm pushing buttons, going up and down the aisles, trying to get a honk.
But,
so lost. We were so lost.
But, so then we just, kind of settled down with it and fell in love with our little girl. It took time, but fell in love with our little girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was dreaming about doing her hair. But yeah, then we dreamt and fell in love with our baby girl, and
now
we knew before we found the gender, we still had, because there's a 50-50 chance. We had 2 boy names and 2 girl names. And we decided on Mabel Cherish Alowan Ivy as the girl name. So we were like, we left there, we're like, we have a Mabel.
Yeah.
We have a Mabel. And now we have a Mabel. Anyways, that's
and I love being a girl mom.
Oh, I do too.
Love it.
I love it so much. I don't want a boy.
Oh, I don't mind having a boy, but I love being a girl mom.
I just want a girl. It's just an amazing. I mean, of course, I would love a boy.
Oh, she wants a girl too.
Okay, you want to say bye-bye? We'll see you next week.
Say bye-bye. See you next week.
Look at that. You have been occupied this whole video with your shoes.
Shoes on and off like 22 times.
All right. Well, this video is long.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you
Bye,
next
guys.
week, guys. Bye.